What's up? Brandon Lilly here, coming to you after a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys kept the troops past and present in mind as you celebrated and spent your weekends with family and friends. It's about the troops and it's about the sacrifice that gives you the opportunity for that. So thank you guys, thank you troops. Really appreciate all the support that you give me. I try to reciprocate that through various charities for you guys, and that's something I'll be doing very soon. Again, over Memorial Day weekend, I was looking at a lot of different things that I've written about in the past, and some things came up to the seminar that we had with Juggernaut in Cincinnati. And one of the things, or the only thing I'm going to talk to you today, is creating a need versus want atmosphere in your gym, in your training, in your life. And what that is, to me, let's talk about two sports, strength sports, and give you the examples. In powerlifting, everything is a want. I want a PR. I want to pull 800 pounds. I want to squat 800 pounds. I want to bench 500 pounds. In strongman, it's do or die. They don't give you an option of what you want. It's this yoke is 1,000 pounds. This Atlas stone is 450 pounds. This deadlift for repetitions is 800 pounds. This max deadlift is 900 pounds. So on and so forth. So what happens is, in the psyche of a strongman, he says, wow, I'm an 800 pound puller and they're wanting 850 for reps. The only way I'm going to get to play on that on that playing field, in that atmosphere, is to get better. I need to get better. I have to do everything in my power to get better so I can pull 850 for reps. In powerlifting, there's no such sensation as that. You have the top 20 yearly list and the top 20 all-time list, but it's not the same. It would be like coming into a contest with a 2,100 pound raw total and say, look, man, you're just not good enough. 2,200 pounds and up. Imagine that. Imagine if that was the way it was in powerlifting. If everybody was conditioned to be the best. Okay? Now, I don't know how many 900 pound pullers there are, or the exact number. It's in the 30s in competitive powerlifting that have ever pulled that. At this year's World's Strongest Man qualifier, granted they use straps, granted they can use a ramp, as far as ramping up their legs, but it's still 900 pounds. So there was 30 some odd guys that could pull over 900 pounds in one place, trying to qualify for one event. Imagine that. Imagine changing your train of thought from, I really want this bad, to I have to have it. It's all I can do to get to that. And if you don't think it works, think back to a time in your life when you wanted something. You were so desperate for something. Most people in this country, I can't use the reference of hunger, because most people in this country don't know what fucking hunger is. We're all fat as fuck. But imagine being broke. Bills are due. You got to get groceries. You got to get, you pay your car payment. You got to pay your rent, whatever. And you're fucking broke. You find a way to get money. You will do anything that you can to get money because you have to. Same thing as if you're hungry. As of right now, if I'm walking by a trash can, there's no way in hell I'm going to eat the food out of a trash can. But if I'm starving to death, that's going to look like a gourmet meal. I will go to extremes to get food if I'm starving. I will go to extremes if I'm broke and I've got a bill to pay. That's what you have to do in this sport to be the best. You can talk to guys like Ed Cohn, Stan Efferding, Eric Lillibridge, Dan Green, Pete Rubish, George Lehman, guys that I look up to and have talked with a lot about different things. And you ask them, hey man, what numbers are you chasing? It's not world records. It's numbers beyond world records. It's a number they believe they can hit inside. So when they hit a number that seems just unbelievably huge to the average powerlifter, to them, it's just the next step to their final destination. Dan Green hits an 800 pound squat without knee wraps. He hasn't done that yet, but he will. And when he does, he's not going to be satisfied. He's not going to sit there and think he's the greatest lifter ever, even though he arguably is going to be one of the greatest lifters ever without question. But he's going to keep on going because he has a higher destination. He has a higher need to fulfill. And so many guys at the mid-level, they understand their training, they understand the effort that it takes, but they don't understand the mentality of guys like that. Guys that will push to the absolute limit. Guys who will do everything right, from the kitchen to supplementation to training to recovery. They want it that bad. So they get that attitude of, I'll do whatever it takes. I will do anything and everything that it takes. So what you need to do is to create that need atmosphere in your life, in the gym, in your supplementation, in your diet, in your recovery. You do that and you'll be one step closer to realizing your ultimate goals, because it's a need not want world in powerlifting. That's the way it should be. At the top, the guys need it. They need to be the best. They have this undying devotion to be the best. And when you get that kind of level inside, you're going to do some pretty great things. So tune in next time. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks.